Okay, hello everyone, my name is Ben, and today we'll be getting into Manuscript of Era Nova 2, Before Their Deaths. I'll be voice acting and going through it. The last time we did it, it's a bit of a recap of the story we've gone through. At the end, there's usually a bit of a tease for the future, what's coming up next. So let's dive in. Without further ado, Before Their Deaths. The old laws sink beneath... well, already flubbed a little bit there. The old laws sink beneath the roaring waves as the new chapter of Amphorius awakens from the tidal marks. The course of history has changed, but the hero's determination to save the world remains unwavering. 1,000 years of memories have crossed the river of time, finally finding the pale dawn. Forward! Carry everyone's hopes as we race towards tomorrow. Current return, number 33,550,337. Then I don't believe there's any text, the rest of it, so let's click on here, but we'll check afterwards, of course. Oh boy, that's a lot. Well, I did say it would be recap. Oh man. Oh, that is. Honestly, it might be better for me to just do it this way. Just zoom in a bit more. How big, how long that is. Sure, you guys can see the text all right. And now that Amphorius' true nature has been revealed, of course, we've known a little bit now. That was a huge thing in 3.4. You see the code in the back, the matrix. Archived record, dialogue log 2. To gain the power of law against Lycus, we returned to the era of the first flame chase journey. With Iceland's help, we discovered that Lycus had deceived Serja into cooperating, though she had already seen through his hypocrisy. We earned Serja's trust through sincerity, but Lycus banished me to the exomyth. It was the remembrance that helped me escape. Evernight, who looks just like March 7th, brought the core flame of world-bearing and sent me back to Amphorius. That's cool, switching between the protags. Trailblazers. During the millennium I missed, people rewrote the extrapolation logic and sealed Lycus in the vortex. To reverse the Era Nova and slow down the progress of Iron Tomb's birth, we engaged in a confrontation with Lycus. Yeah, that was crazy. That they're just like, yeah, we're just going to skip forward 1,000 years, and you're going to hear about how everyone died again. And it's like, awesome, great. But at the very least, we know, we're all building towards it. A final cycle, a finale and ending for Amphorius. The ending that deserves a happy end, hopefully. Before returning to the Express, I encountered an unfamiliar March 7th who claimed that she hadn't possessed March 7th's body, but rather March 7th had reclaimed her memories. It seems another force was stirring in the shadows. Yeah, the memo keepers or memo stealers, someone from the Garden of Recollection. Ongoing experiment, Era Nova, and the other insane, massive reveal in 3.5. Xandar, 99%. Though, we did move that bar back. Thanks to the Genius Society, thanks to Herta and Skulum, the goats. Lycus was actually one of the thought fragments of Xandar, Genius Society number 1. And apparently there's 9 of them, so he's just, even once we deal with him, could be 8 more out there, causing trouble. Xandar 1 Kuwabara, the creator of Noose and the first genius in history, believed that the path of erudition had locked away possibilities imprisoning humanity in the cave of the Aeon. Yeah, the whole theological discussion he was on about, like, do you want to leave the cave, or are you just watching the flames and shadows inside? Not even looking at each other, even. Therefore, he sought a way to destroy the erudition. Erudition, through the first scepter, a part of Noos's divine form. Due to external variable interference, the eternal recurrence was broken, and the stagnant experiment reactivated. After obtaining authorization from Sierra, Herta and Skrullum did their best to override the calculation logic to Aranova, causing the progress to roll back to 96.75%. Yeah, so they made a dent. That's good. You know, hey. If I had a 4% increase or decrease, I would definitely notice that. Sierra commanded Hysolins the Slayer Sovereign, rewriting a decree with the life of a demigod. Well, she gave her the choice to slay her or give her life, but after what she had just done, she was essentially going, hey, if you want to see this as me atoning for what has happened. The Chrysos heir began their eternal relay across eons, spilling golden blood and burning their lives to buy time for the Deliverer beyond the sky. After the Deliverer's return, to prevent Lygus from interfering with Aranova, people trapped him in the cycle of time. Refreshed. Yep, and they're trying to overwhelm because he processes the times differently, and if we can desync them enough, then who knows what could happen. Yeah, and we don't know which rule Sierra changed. She changed one, right? It was one Chrysos heir per change. So she kept that a secret, which one her life was used for. To be archived eternal recurrence record, number 33,550,337. Imperator Sierra, leader of the first flame chase journey, feigning cooperation with Lygus during the recurrence, learned that the key to breaking the deadlock lay in the ultimate protocol. Yep, a game of chess against him. After experiencing the vibrant will of humanity beyond the sky with Cyrene, showing her our memories, she chose to believe in the path of the Deliverer, passing judgment upon herself to alter a crucial rule and pave the way to Aglaya's succession as leader. Which rule?
We can conquer the stars without relying on any power from beyond the sky. We just need to make some reasonable sacrifices.
Hysolins, who had guarded the deep sea against the black tide for centuries, joined the Flame Chase Alliance at Sierra's invitation. Yeah, reasonable sacrifices. Again, I think the only thing is the way she went about it. Like, I think her soldiers would have sacrificed themselves, but she kept too many things close to the chest, which sometimes worked out, sometimes, I think resulted in mixed feelings, to say the least. She assisted the Deliverer in exposing Lygus's schemes. Faced with the command to slay her sovereign, she had no choice but to obey with a heavy heart. Sacrificing consciousness and freedom, she harnessed the power of the ocean to maintain the vortex's seal, waiting for the hero's return in an endless dream.
Whether I become a tiny fish to be devoured, or a sunken whale, I will fight against fate until the very last moment.
And we saw her tragedy, her entire people dying, her mother, her sisters, everyone passing, in their fight against the Black Tide. Through her sincerity at the banquet and her trailblaze experiences, Cyrene helped the Deliverer gain Sierra's trust. She recorded the memories of 1,000 years, serving as a guide for the Deliverer's return to Amphorius, and ultimately sacrificed her life in the Flame Chase journey. Risking disappearance in the memory zone, she returned for the decisive battle, executed the plan devised with the geniuses, and trapped Lygus with the mimetic power of remembrance.
I believe you will never let us down, just like always.
We won't, Cyrene. Alicia. After the fall of Imperator, Goldweaver took up the mantle of commander, leading the second Flame Chase journey. The heroic sacrifices of Aglaya and Maide brought precious time for the Holy City. Tribbian Hysolins created an ocean current passage, guarded by Castorus, ensuring the safe arrival of the deliverer to the vortex. Cypher and Anaxa paid with their lives to seal away Lygus, preventing the premature completion of Era Nova. Hyacinth left a rainbow bridge in the sky, offering one final aid to the deliverer on their way to the battlefield.
To the Chrysos heirs who gave their lives chasing flame, their fates were not foretold by prophecy, yet they bore no shame in their insignificance. With unwavering resolve, they shed golden blood along the flame chase journey.
To the Chrysos heirs who gave their lives for a new world, their fates, as foretold by prophecy, are to be born whenever the world needs them, irrespective of how time and space may shift, all to fulfill their duty and answer their calling. Hey, screw them.
Through the chronocognitive anchor, Herda and Screwlum help the deliverer make sense of the current situation, pointing out that the breakthrough lay in Amphoris's ultimate protocol. They collaborate with Sayerdra to gain temporary access and rewrite the Era Nova's calculation logic. When the deliverer was trapped, they found Lygus' oversight and guided the deliverer to summon the power of a path, helping them successfully escape. After uncovering Lygus' true identity, they devised a plan with Cyrene to destroy his inspiration circuit, trapping him in the prison of remembrance to begin negotiations.
Yep. And it is working. The amount and... Bleh. The Trailblazer and Miss Cyrene have an astonishing amount of resolve, which I'm sure you can testify to. I am also sure that with the support of such a resolute memo sprite, our conversation can last for a long, long time.
A brainstorm. I like it. And it's 2 against 1. I like it even more.
Of course, Herda. Yep, anything to tip it in our favor. There's a positive. Oh, yeah, that cutscene. That moment. Hey, Cyrene. Continue the progress. Number 33,550,037.
Let's head out, toss away all unnecessary worries and troubles, and bring our smiles and determination into tomorrow. I won't let everyone's faith in me go to waste. I will take all of you to the new world. Let that bright future be as we have written. As we have written.
And the note. Yeah. Confirm to start future extrapolation. Confirm, cancel, reading permissions. And right, this reminded me. Dragon, new life, bring you home, recreate Amphorius. We know through the power of permanence, Danong was alright. But yeah, we saw at the very end of 3.5, he finally showed up and met Evernight and was like, you're not March. Like, March wouldn't do that. Why are you dressed like that? What's going on here? So I'm guessing, of course, with the need for, for us to go to the next cycle, to continue regressing the progress of Iron Tomb. That's where we'll see the new form for Danong and more of Evernight, of course. They'll begin their focus next patch. So yeah, that did a good job of recapping and catching up if there's anything that might have forgotten about. I'm sure I forgot a few small details, but yeah, huge reveals last time. The Xandar reveal, unironically insane. The only thing I'm sad about was someone posted a theory. I say theory in quotations. That I only say that because it was just straight up a spoiler video. Like 2 or 3 days after the release. I think it was like a day or 2 after the release of the patch. And I was like, seriously? Like, I get you have to be early and stuff on making content on YouTube, but really? You couldn't wait a week and then talk about it? Like, you had to post a video and then YouTube had to recommend it. So I did get spoiled beforehand, very unfortunately. It was like, well, it makes perfect sense that Lygus is Xander. I'm like, grins. I was very unhappy, especially because I was only like halfway through the story. But it's still such a cool reveal, getting an OG genius, the OG genius, and, you know, motivation that makes sense, and building upon what we learned in unknowable/knowable domain with Polka, and going like, oh, the sphere, the circle of knowledge that Noose is maintaining, and that Polka is helping maintain. And now Herta's like, I really want to break that. I want to get through. I want to find out the unknown, not just the known or what Noose has predicted. Then yeah, all our companions along the way, which I know a lot of people very mixed on Seirdra, kind of just going like, wow, she's terrible. And it's like, I get it what she did. Again, it's the way she did it, I think, that's more the pain point, because they're all loyal. Like, if she had been truthful, they probably would have been like, okay, yeah. But, again, she keeps just too many things to herself. I think that's kind of her fatal flaws we saw, was her ambition and her closed-off nature on things she really, really should talk with people about. Just every now and again, Seirdra. Yeah, crazy. Instead of God Emperor of Mankind, we have God Empress of Mankind going, the stars belong to us. Humankind will conquer them. We'll forge a new empire. You know, and all that. It was crazy seeing that aspect in the story. And then Hysolins. Like I was saying, a tragic backstory, a tragic fate. Just trying to find a home, and when she finally found one, having it taken away for the moment. But hopefully we can help her forge a new home, a return home in the future. And yeah, the absolute goats, Herta and Skrull. Cyrene. Yeah. I'm sure we'll see a lot more of everyone in the future, all the Flame Chasers, seeing hopefully the journey from beginning to end, and everyone coming together, doing their part, and getting the best happy ending for everyone. But yeah, next time we're going to get that big focus. Cyrene, Evernight, Dawnonga, Permansor, Terre? I think I'm remembering it correctly, but let me know if I'm not. But what did you guys think of what we went through tonight? The recap and some of the hints for the future. Dragon. Recreating Furious. No boy. But let me know down below. And have you pulled this patch? Or are you saving for Dawn Hong and Evernight? Or like me, are you like, I'm out of pulls, I'm broke. So I have to save up for Cyrene to guarantee. But thank you guys so much for coming on by. If you enjoyed, feel free to like and subscribe. Join me on the journey to 500. I hope you all have a great day, night, whatever time it is for you. I love you all, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. See ya.